I got
I
some.
don't know. I don't even know what
I got some things I want to share, but I just got to give a little homage to our gym because had a great workout this morning. Johnny's in there tearing it up. Ryan just got done with the workout, and I love this life. I love getting up and doing our workouts here, and then going down and priming and practice at the park, and then just kicking off our day. And amazing like that every single day. So, anyway, what's up, buddy? So I've had some really good interactions with some people over the past week, and some common questions have popped up, and so I thought it'd be good to do just a short video on that. And so the SHT opening statement for today is, no one can do it for you. Come on. No one can do it for you, but everyone will support you through the process. And that's the absolute truth. I absolutely love what we've built here because what we built here is so amazing. It doesn't matter what I do here.
How we doing?
Hey, how's it going?
That's a cute dog, man.
Thanks. There's never distraction-free moments here. So anyway, what the hell was I saying? Are y'all looking for something? Oh, I don't know. Maybe that ladder over there. I have no idea where it is. So, whether you're trying to get back to 5 food groups, ideal days meals, or you feel like you've had too many carbohydrates in the deal, or something along those lines, like, you can do it. You're not alone. You've got a lot of support. But before you ask for the support, I want you to think about how to set up some goals, some short-term goals. So what we're looking for is better. We're not looking for perfection. I think some of us that have been doing this even for a little bit, even those of us in the current progression, we get a taste of like what it feels like to be spot on with everything, and especially some of these more strict phases. And then when we fall off, like, I think we think that we have to get back to that perfect state. And what I think is way more beneficial is to have an honest assessment of where you are and make some short-term goals that are actually achievable and reasonable, and that will give you momentum to do even better things down the road. So if we had to break this into a step process, the first step in this process would be to have an honest assessment of where you are. So an honest assessment might be, I've completely fallen off rails and I'm not even doing 5 food groups and ideal days meals. Or maybe an honest assessment, which may be hard for some of us, is to acknowledge that I'm having too many carbohydrates in the evening, or maybe that's the potential, Or maybe I'm kind of lower carb-ish, but I feel like I need to take it to a low carb level or mess with my fasting protocols or something along those lines. But I think just starting out by having an honest assessment of where you are, because that way you can make a reasonable goal that's short term that you can actually achieve, and you're not striving for perfection right out of the gate, all right? So first step is an honest assessment of where you are. The second step is come up with a short-term reasonable goal. All right, so the reasonable goal, if you're completely falling off the wagon, would be just to get back to 5 food groups and ideal days meals. A reasonable goal, if you think you may be having too many carbohydrates in the evening, would be to actually measure your carbohydrates and do a cup of safe starches and a cup of fruit every evening, which, by the way, most people, when they do that part of it, see tremendous results. All right, so if you're having too many carbohydrates, measuring your carbohydrates would be a good short-term goal. If you're already kind of lower carb-ish, then maybe doing low carb for a short period of time would be a good short-term goal. Or if you feel like you're spot on with all your food stuff and you just want to take your fasting to another level, maybe for a week or something, like you're experimenting with bouncing in and out of a couple of different fasting protocols. So honest assessment of where you are, a good short-term goal that's not perfection but a little bit better than where you actually are right now. And then you want to have a short-term duration for that goal. And I think for most of us, not everyone, but for most of us, having a Sunday through Friday mentality to be really strict with some goals is going to be super achievable, and we're going to get a lot of great results from it, and then be a little bit more easy and flexible on yourself on the weekends. All right, so again, taking our little examples, if I've fallen off rails, and I want to just get back to 5 food groups and ideal days meals, I can make a commitment on Sunday to be completely spot on Sunday night all the way through Thursday night and all day Friday, and then on the weekend kind of let loose just a little bit. Or if I've been having too many carbohydrates, then I commit to Sunday, I'm going to measure out a cup of safe starches, a cup of fruit every night of the week, and then come Friday evening, I can kind of let loose just a little bit. Or if I'm shooting for a low carb pace, same thing, committing to Sunday night being low carb all the way through Friday, and then Friday night and over the weekend being a little bit flexible with that. If I'm committing to some strategic fasting protocols, I could sit down and assess my week on Sunday and see everything that I have going on for the week and figure out where the best place is to implement some of these fasting goals, you know. So if I had a really easy time with my 16-hour fast, then I'd say, okay, maybe I want to do 2 24-hour fasts or 1 36-hour fast this week and map that out for the week. All right. And then the final piece would be to actually ask for support. Now, you know, it's one thing to come up with a goal and you just do it on your own, which I think a lot of us are kind of good at that. I know that I'm good at it because I do it all the time. Like, I'm always experimenting and stuff. But I also notice that when I'm in a progression with other people and I'm doing a program with other people, like, my diligence just is on another level, you know. Or if I get with Nicole or some of our other veterans and we're experimenting with some new protocols and I say, hey, you guys want to do this with me? And they're like, they're in. And we do that together, like, I have to be diligent with it because I have other people depending on me for it. So I think that that support piece is crucial, especially if you're having a hard time piecing all this stuff together. So all you have to do is ask for support. I am here to support you. Nicole's here to support you. We have the whole community. We have the Facebook group. We have anyone and everyone that you've ever made contact with in our community that would be there to support you. And one thing I absolutely adore about what we're putting together is this support component, because, like, even this past week, like, just seeing Nicole post this thing about wanting to do a 36-hour fast and who was in me and all the different comments and likes and people that joined her with it, I just think that's so beautiful and amazing, you know? So the support component is, I think, the thing that ties it all together and makes it really, really work and makes you stay really diligent with those goals, right? So again, to summarize those that step process, have an honest assessment of where you are. Don't strive for perfection, just strive for a little bit better. Make sure that it's a short-term goal that you can commit to and implement, and then be a little bit flexible. You know, we like that Sunday through Friday kind of mentality. And then ask for some support, ask for someone to join you and do it with you, and therefore your diligence is going to be, like, a little bit better, you know. All we want for everyone is, including ourselves, is to see constant progress. And to do that, we have to have honest assessments of where we are. And we must constantly challenge ourselves and constantly experiment and constantly learn and constantly be putting ourselves through these little tweaks and phases and things. And then we have to constantly take advantage of all the love and support that's always here for you. All right. Love you guys so much.